Be the compassionate city that it is, it will respond.
We have team coverage of the plan in progress straight ahead.
This is KBOI 2 News, first at 4.
The City of Boise and its partners announcing today an ambitious project to provide housing for some of the area's chronically homeless.
The idea is to quickly get people into permanent housing, then provide the critical follow-up services. Scott Logan begins our team coverage of the new plan.
Mayor Dave Beater says there are two basic parts to the plan. Build as many as 30 new housing units for homeless people in one dedicated location, and provide as many as 10 existing city-county-owned units scattered around the area.
The reason to do this is obviously we have a moral duty to our most vulnerable citizens. That's where we begin.
And the most vulnerable of the homeless population would be the first served in a project spearheaded by members of the Roundtable on Housing and Homelessness.
But we think that the number will be, the cost of the project will be in the $5 to $6 million range when all is said and done. We don't know that for certain. We're hopeful that the project can get underway in the fall of 2016 this year, and hopefully in the spring of 2017 we can have 25 or 30 units of housing available for chronically homeless individuals.
The existing units should be occupied sooner than that. The city's already set aside $1 million for this project.
But what's going to be lacking after that are resources or reserves to take care of supportive services that will be needed for the tenants, replacement reserves for the property, and for operating reserves.
So the plan is set in motion, but many questions follow, with the answers hard to see right now. Mayor Beater hopes a community call to action will provide donations and contributions. What we need, says the mayor, is a barn-raising effort. Scott Logan, KBOI 2 News, Boise.
And as organizers search for money to fully fund the project, they realize there will be little, if any, rent from the tenants to help.
The homeless and those who help them say this plan is a step in the right direction, but there are concerns.
Morgan Wagner shared the city's new proposal with those who hope to benefit from it. She continues our team coverage. She's live in Boise.
Well, Brett, Natalie, as Scott just explained, this plan is still very dependent on some property owners in Ada County. However, the folks I talked with at the Corpus Christi house say they don't think this will be an issue. They say they believe this just from the sheer amount of donations they see from the good people here in Boise.
It's fabulous. Someone cares about us.
The homeless and shelters tell me they agree. This is a step in the right direction. However, they say some of the city's two-part plan is concerning.
Hopefully, they have a quicker solution, because one of the solutions is going to take time. And when you're out on the street, you don't really have that time.
I think you can spread us all out and people will get to know us. If you pack us together, it'll be more assaults, more attacks, more rapes, and more police activity. But if you spread us among people, right, they will get to know us, and it's called environment-induced behavior. Some of the behaviors will change if they're around, quote-unquote, average Americans.
Others say this scattered proposal is an issue since the similar voucher program is already struggling to find landlords to accept their tenants.
Sometimes the city asks, and that's all they do. I think the city has to meet with them, talk to them, tell them the benefits of it, tell them what the city
Overall,
can do.
this is an idea the homeless say they can put hope in. They say now that the seed is planted, we'll just have to wait and see if it grows. Live in Boise, Morgan Wagner, KBOI 2 News.